Yo, what's up, Bookers? What's going on? Man, hope you guys are having a good day. But just want to jump on here really quick and just get my 2 cents to a subject that I posted earlier. I want to say this first and foremost. My goal was not to offend anyone. I'm sure that some people were, but that's not my goal. My goal is not to offend anyone. But I was doing some research on Black Lives Matter movement, and the more I began to do more research on it, it really troubled my spirit. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be real. If it's about Black lives, then let it be about Black lives. Don't try to push another agenda. So if you're pushing anything other than just Black lives, then personally, I think it's wrong. I think it's totally wrong, you know, and some people may say, well, Dante, you ain't right about talking about, you know, the LGBTQ community. Well, first of all, I'm qualified to speak on it because I lived it. So I just want to come out here and just let you know that, man, if Black Lives Matter is pushing anything other than Black lives, then it's wrong. When people are getting killed by the police, let's be clear. You think they're asking questions about a person being gay? You think they're asking a question about a person being transgender or somebody being bisexual? They can care less. You know what I'm saying? What they see is black skin. So if it's about Black Lives Matter, then let it be about Black lives. That's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? And it bothered me the more I read on the Black Lives Matter movement that they have an agenda. And I say agenda because if you're aligning with someone, that means that you're basically saying that, hey, I just want to get in on what you got going on. Don't use black if that's not your goal. To make it better for Black people. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make something better for gay people, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, go out here and say gay lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Which they do. All lives do matter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Christ started enough that even if you're a sinner, no matter what the sin was, that he was willing to die for it. So at the end of the day, I'm not sitting up here bashing on gay people or the LGBTQ community. That's not what I do. But what I'm saying here is that at the end of the day, if the Black Lives Matter movement is pushing anything other than protecting Black lives, that means Black fathers being in a Black home with their Black children. If they're not pushing that agenda, then I have a problem with it. I mean, don't push, you know, where you get equality rights for 2 men or 2 women to have rights to their children, but you're not pushing that same energy when it comes to a man that want to be in his child's life or his children's life or his wife's life. I just have a problem with that. And I mean, again, I'm not here to sit here and bash anyone. That's not my thing. But I just want to make sure people understood that I'm not out here trying to... I'm just telling the truth as it is. You know what I'm saying? Look at the civil rights movement. Everybody was able to get in on that movement besides Black people. We had civil rights movements for us. They're talking about the civil rights marches and everything that we done. But honestly, the only people that really got ahead were white women. Let's just keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Because the same things that should have went to Black people, they made it universal, or they made it, you know, where everybody can get in on it. No, make some things that's just for us. I mean, white people have had their own rules for 400 plus years in this country, and they're stuck with their rules, and nobody else was able to get in on them. And anytime anybody tried to get in on them, personally, they push back. So what I'm saying is when it come down to the Black family, I'm gonna tell you something. I grew up without a father, and everybody know my story. I wrote a book about it because, you know what, at the end of the day, people need to know. You know what I'm saying? People need balance. And I think that's what's going on with a lot of us as African American, Hebrews, Black, Negro, whatever you want to call yourself. That's what's going on with us. We're unbalanced because we have a lot of estrogen and not enough testosterone. You know what I'm saying? We need both. We need a balance. And I think this is why we see a lot of men that are masculine but have effeminate ways. When I say that, as far as men, they argue with women like they're another woman, or they, you know, look, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We're a man. I mean, we got to be men. And what I'm saying is, it's just bothering my spirit altogether because I'm like, the Black Lives Matter, it do matter. It does matter. But when it comes down to it, if they pushing any other agenda besides Black lives as a whole, as a totality, then I have a problem with it. Because you know what's going to happen? Is that the white gays, if you're pushing this for Black gays, the white gays will say, look, we should have those rights too. So what I'm saying is, if you get our rights for Black people as a whole, then whatever else you want to do after that, then do what you do. But I'm saying is, as of right now, Black people are the one that are going through a lot of hell. We're the one that's disproportionate, you know, hurt. We're the ones that, you know, have disparities that's going on amongst our communities, and we're the ones that are a target because of our Black skin. So at the end of the day, I lived in the gay lifestyle. So again, like I said, I'm qualified to speak on it a little bit because I lived the lifestyle. And one thing the police never did or gave me a hard time because they asked questions if I was gay first. They never asked that. They never said, well, are you gay? Are you bisexual? They never asked those questions. What they saw was a black man with black skin that was big and that could be a threat to them. So at the end of the day, let's get our focus right. And I think they have diminished the focus, man. And I just hate that black lives keep having to suffer so everybody else can gain. I'm tired of black people as a whole having to be hurt and having to be used to get somebody else's goal and mission accomplished. Man, come on. We as black people should be tired of that. Like I said, I know we have gay people in our family. I love everybody. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not one of these people that's out here hating nobody or treat nobody wrong because of who they are. I do the golden rule. I treat people as I want them to treat me. And the Bible never says that if they're straight, treat them a certain way. If they're gay, treat them a certain way. He never said they're black, treat them a certain way. If they're white, treat them a certain way. We got it backwards, man. And like I say, I was about to fall prey of that. And I'm just speaking my mind, and I don't care who like it or who don't like it, because people post a lot of stuff on Facebook I don't like. But guess what? I move on. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, let's look at the agenda as a whole. I dare you to start doing some research, because we just believe everything the media tell us, man. Everything the media say, we just buy it. You know, the media say this, we just go for it. But like I said, man, it's not about pride at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's about us getting what's rightfully ours and us being treated as human and not being treated as animals. So that's my take on it. I want to be clear, because I think when people read stuff, they read into what they want to read into it. If you want to have a conversation with me, I'm free to do that. We have a conversation at any moment about whatever. But what I'm saying here in this case, if Black Lives Matter is pushing any other agenda other than Black lives only, then they're wrong. And I say it, I'll mean it, and I'm not going to change it. They're wrong. They should not be trying to push anything through the back door they can't get through the front door. That's just my opinion. So at the end of the day, it's too much going on in the world. Like I said, they don't care. I mean, we know that black transgenders are getting killed. We know that, you know, they don't care about your sexual orientation. They care less. What they see is black skin. And if that is a threat, then we need to be trying to get that threat removed, not be trying to push anything else in the back door. I mean, come on now, that's crazy. Like I said, most white women got in on the civil rights movement. They got in and they got some of the things that we should have gotten. So like I said, man, if we're going to have our rules, let's have our rules. We're going to have our movement. Let's have our movement. But let's sit up here at the end of the day, stop trying to commingle or align ourselves with people. At the end of the day, that really don't care about us. I'm just being real. So like I said, I'm not saying all white people are bad, because I have some white friends that are really, really good people. I had some gay friends that have been very good to me, sometimes better than my black people. So at the end of the day, I'm not hating on nobody. But I'm going to speak truth to power. I'm going to do that before I go around here and drag anybody. I'm going to speak the truth about it, even if the truth hit me. So I'm just keeping it 100 with you, man. I love you guys, man. I'm just saying this. And for those that would disagree or have any comments about it, you know, we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You could drop the comments. But I'm saying do your own research, man. I just hate that. You know, it just bothers me in my spirit, because I'm a black man in America. You know what I'm saying? I have black nieces and nephews. I have black brothers and sisters. I have a black mama. I have aunties and uncles and black friends, man. I refuse to see somebody get hurt because we're not really pushing our agenda for as black people as a whole versus trying to push something else in the back door. Not cool, not right. Like I said, if you want your own movement, LGBTQ community, then push that. Do your own thing. But I don't think it's fair to use that and ride on the back of black lives to push an agenda. I don't think that's right. And a matter of fact, it's not right. It's not right at all. We got little sons and daughters that are getting ready to grow up in this world, man. And like I said, I mean, if you want your rights, that's fine. I mean, hey, to each his own. When I was even in the lifestyle, man, I never really fought for any rights for gay people, because at the end of the day, I'm like, in my spirit, in my shana, I always believe and know it to be wrong, or knew it to be wrong. So I never tried to fight for something, a right that I felt that was wrong. You know, I don't think it's right for a person to get drunk. I don't think it's right for a person to have premarital sex. I've done all that. So I'm not finna get on no soapbox. So people always want to think, well, he's just trying to bash. Nah, I talk about my own stuff. I talk about all my own stuff, all the stuff that I wanted to do. You think I don't want to fall and have some sex? You think I don't want to go to the liquor store and get me a bottle? You think I don't want to go get me some weed and smoke it? You a lie. I do all the hell that's going on in the world. Yes, I want to do every last one of those things. But I have to realize that I have nieces and nephews that are looking up to me. I have another generation coming up behind me, and I can't do what they do. Hey, what's up, Tia? What's going on with you? But like I said, man, ain't nobody bashing nobody. So I just want to be clear on that. Like I said, I still have people that are in a lifestyle that I still talk to, that I still deal with. And I don't deal with them as much as I did in the past. But at the same time, I'm around them and I can be cordial with them. I'm not rude to them. I don't treat them any kind of way. I'm not sitting up there quoting scriptures and I'm not telling them to go read Leviticus 18. I'm not doing all that because like I say, a lot of us, especially in the black community, grew up in church. We already know. We're read the Bible. We know. So I ain't got to sit up here and beat you down with it. But what I'm saying is if this Black Lives agenda that they're pushing is about LGBTQ and that's what it's really about, then I'm going to tell you, all y'all need to stop protesting and go home. And go home, because I'm going to tell you why. You'll become hypocritical because, see, when your child come to you and tell you that they're gay, then you want to sit there and bash them. Then you want to hit them with the Bible. Nah, you can't have it both ways, sis. Can't have it right both ways, bruh. You can't have it that way. So what I'm saying is, remember the things that you're protesting. Make sure you know what you're protesting about. Have precision. So like I said, man, I'm not trying to bash somebody. My heart grieves because, again, I know the hurts. I know the demonic torment that you go through when you're doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing. When you totally go against the Lord, I'm telling you, it's torment. It's torment. And I don't want to see nobody else, especially this next generation, go through hell. We shouldn't make that choice for them. And no movement should be able to make that choice for them. As black parents, as black mothers and fathers, you got to make the decisions. As long as your children are in your house, you got to make that decision for them, what they're going to be. You got to be the bow, they got to be the arrow. You got to point them in the right direction that you want them to go. So like I said, I'm not beating nobody up. I just want to bring clarity to what I said on Facebook and why I shared what I shared. Because I'm going to tell you something. Hosea 4:6 says this, but my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. A lot of times we just don't know. But we can't use ignorance as a getaway or a ticket to get out of stuff all the time. Sometimes we got to research. Just like we'll research, if our boo thing was cheating on us, we'll go and do everything, search up on every rock to figure out where they cheated, how they cheated, when they cheated. But when it come down to our livelihood, we just take everything they say. Man, we got to do better as a people. And as they said about black people, if you want to hide anything from black people, put it in a book. And then the ones of us that dare to read, and we say something about, nah, you don't know what you're talking about because Don Lemon said, you don't know what you're talking about because on Channel 9 they said, who cares? Do your own research. Study to show your own self-approved. Being a workman that is not ashamed. Rightfully dividing the word of truth. So again, like I said, man, Black Lives Matter. Let me see what Tia said because I'm trying to drive and I'm doing it live. That's why I got it on the face thing. Black Lives Matter, back door. Exactly. So what I'm saying is, when it come down to Black lives, for real, it's gotta be about Black lives. I mean, like I said, yeah, of course, there's gay people in the Black lives. Yes, of course, there's transgender in the Black lives. Yes, of course, there's questionable people in the Black lives, the black life experience. Yes, absolutely. But when it come down to it, they don't ask those questions. They don't check no resumes. They don't go and say, hey, well, let me go check and see if this person slept with a man in 1984, but he married to a woman all this time. Let me go. They don't do all that. They don't do that background check. What they see is black skin. What they see is black skin. And I'm not saying for all white people. Let me be clear on that. I'm not saying all white people have that attitude about black people, but there are many that do. And then we have the audacity as black people, instead of us having a conversation, we tear each other down and want to bash each other. We're in a bad situation right now, man. And we got to really earnestly love on each other. We got to learn how to pray for each other. And as Tia, as you're saying, we got to learn how to speak truth to power, period. Like I said, I mean, the Bible says, and the truth shall make you free. It's hard, and I see why it has to make you free. It has to force you to be free, because when you've been stuck on a lie for so long, it's hard to believe anything else other than that lie. And so that's why the Bible says it make you free. It forces you to be free, and I just want to be free. I don't want to be around here in my mind where I'm physically free and then I'm running around here mentally inbound and changed, man. Like I said, it ain't about being popular. It ain't about seeing who can get the most likes or the most hearts. Who can care about that? Right now, we have black people dying in these streets. And yes, black people are killing each other. Yeah, they doing that. We got to find out some kind of way to teach our children how to love that black skin they're in and stop being so mad at their father, because a lot of these black boys that's killing black boys, honestly, the reason why they're doing it because they really want to kill their daddy, because they're so angry. And they want to kill their daddy, so they kill somebody that put that, it's like the person that's standing in proxy of their father. What I'm saying is that we got black mothers, we disrespect them, we call them all kind of names, do everything we want to in front of them and think it's okay. Man, my spirit is groaning. And anybody that got any connected cells should have the same attitude of, man, we got to do better, because this next generation that do not know God, I'm telling you, they don't care about killing you. They don't care about taking your life. So again, Black Lives Matter, man. We got to see what's going on. Like I said, I love everybody. I love my people. I'm going to say that now. I'm like Moses. If I see somebody messing with my Hebrew brother or sister, I'm going in. And you're right, Tia. We are needed in the home. We need that unity back. Like I say, they want us to unify with everybody else. How can we unify with white people when we have not even mastered unifying amongst ourselves? It's kind of crazy to me. It's like a man that's married to his wife and got children, but he's taking the money that he worked for and paying his neighbor's bills. That doesn't benefit his household. It may help the next household, but it does not benefit his household. So we got to learn how to start unifying amongst ourselves first, how to start loving each other first, how to be there for each other first, and then we can try to integrate. But right now, we're in a bad position. We're in a bad position. And so like I said, man, if Black Lives Matter movement is other than Black Lives, if they're pushing any other thing other than Black Lives Matters only, then they're wrong and I have a problem with it. I'm just keeping it real with you. Like I said, if they're pushing the LGBTQ community, if they're pushing something on the background, then like I said, as black people, we need to call them out. We need to tell them, look, this is not what we're here for. We're not here about a rainbow. We're not here about no red, greens, and purples, and oranges. We're here for black. This is what we're here for. We're not here for them colors. We're here for black. There's only one color that we need to focus on, and it's black, not the other colors. If you want to deal with the other colors, y'all deal with that another time. But right now, we're dealing with the black color and the brown color and the yellow color. We're dealing with those colors right now. We're not dealing with all these other colors that y'all want to promote. I'm just being real. And like I said, I lived the lifestyle. So I wish anybody had somebody say something to me, because I lived it. And if I told the whole truth, I have people want to kill me. But because I know how to love in secret and keep your secret to myself, I keep my mouth closed. Because I love you. I'm not one of these people that hate my people, so I want to see them destroyed. I'm not that person. So again, like I said, if BLM is pushing any other alphabet letters other than BLM, then they're wrong. And you can get mad at me, you can delete me, but you know what? Is at this time in my life, it's time for me to start standing up for truth. I believed a lie for years. I lived a lie for years. And I'm not living it no more. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And what I don't want to do is go to hell. I didn't care about all this other stuff. I didn't care less about it. I don't want to go to hell, and I don't want to be that man that be like Ezekiel 33 that's walking around here that should have sounded the warning sound, and I said nothing, and the blood is on my hand. I'm not doing that. People need to get in the word of God. I'm guilty for being lazy and not doing it as much as I should, but I'm telling you something, I'm getting back there, because we're living in some evil times now, man. And like I said, people don't care about you being no gay. They don't care about you being no accountant. They don't care about you being no whatever you are. If the enemy gets in them and say, take your life, that's what they're doing. But if you got a prayer life and you have a life that you can plead the blood against them, the enemy can't do nothing to you at all. So I'm not here to preach. I'm going to Bible study. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Going to Bible study. But I'm just telling you this. What I posted is what I meant. And people need to really investigate and research, find out stuff, and teach your children stuff so they won't believe a lie. Because I'm going to tell you something. The Bible says that he's going to send a strong delusion that we'll believe a lie. I don't want to ever believe a lie. I did it for 30-something years. I don't want to believe a lie. You know what I'm saying? I guess God loved the sinner. He loves us. He loved us so much that he did die for us, and he became our mediator. He became our sin offer. He became the curse for us. But yet and still, as it says, I believe it's in Galatians 6:1, shall we continue in sin that grace may abide? God forbid. That go for me too. Y'all not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. And I want to be the man that God called me to be. I want to be the husband that I'm supposed to be. I want to be the father that I'm supposed to be. And part of me saying I don't even want to have no kids, because at the end of the day, I don't want to bring a kid into this system. But I'm going to tell you, if God says so, then that's what it's going to be. Man, we need to unify amongst ourselves. We need to unify amongst ourselves first. Tell the white people that want to protest, we appreciate you. We appreciate you, but you need to go home. Let us do this. Y'all go to y'all hood and protest. We got this. We got to learn how to start doing stuff together, because we still got Negroes that'll ride past somebody that's walking. And like I said, got to be use discernment, true. But at the same time, we'll ride past somebody. We'll see somebody that look like us, hungry, and we won't even feed them. I don't care if they are going to go drink. Go take them to the store, or to the restaurant and buy them something to eat. Feed them. Feed them. But we'll sit up here and we'll protest, and we'll do everything else. We won't even protest for the father to come back in the home. You know how many black dads that really want to be in their children's lives? Do you really know how many? There's a lot of black men that want to be in their children's lives, but what's happened is black mamas, and I'm just going to call it what it is, don't got ticked off with them, put them on child support, don't got the government involved. And so now the black man, we feel so emasculated. I'm telling y'all black women, we need y'all. We need y'all. I'm telling you, and y'all strong black women that's out here, thank you. My hat's off to you. Thank you for being strong. But like I said, for the ones that are not, the ones that are, teach them how to become strong and how to support their black men in their life. Because we need y'all, man. We need y'all. We need y'all. If it wasn't for my black mothers, my black sisters, it wasn't for the black ladies in my life, and one in particular that really pushed me, I wouldn't be the man I am becoming daily. If it wasn't for that, so we need you. So I'm done preaching. I'm about at the church. I'm just going to tell you this. If Black Lives Matter is pushing anything other than Black Lives Matter, I'm going to say it again before I take my seat and drink me some orange juice, is that they pushing any other agenda, they're wrong. And if you think I'm wrong, then come talk to me. We'll have a conversation about it. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, we got to do better. I love y'all, man. I'm praying God's speed on your life. I pray that God protects and bless you, watch over you, give you insight. Because like I said, man, at this time right now, we're living in right now, deception is running so aligned. It's aligned with truth so bad to where you got to have the Holy Ghost to decipher. You got to have the Holy Spirit to decipher if it's really God. Because this angel of light is really confusing a lot of us. It's confusing a lot of us. And so we got to make sure that we are aligned with God and his ways and his word. And some days we're going to miss it. And God, that's why I believe he gave us grace, because he knew we weren't going to get it right every day. But the days that we can get it right, let's get it right. The days that we can love right, let's love right. And if we missed it yesterday, let's love right today. If we miss it today, let's love right tomorrow. Every day he gives us opportunity, we got a chance to do better. So like I said, man, I love you guys. I hope you guys stay up, stay blessed. And I'm going to Bible study and get me some word in my spirit. I'll talk to you guys later. Love ya.